In episode 277 is the Blossom season. Got some hidden April Fool's pranks in it. Mass Chef is back for racing. Cyborgs pulled out a dominant win at the end. And more shenanigans to come.
Yep.
All right. Stay tuned.
The Upland Podcast with the property expert. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host who's stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the Metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UPX.
Welcome to the Upland Property Experts Podcast. I'm your host, Too Stupid to Win, and as always, I'm joined by ThankMeLater. How we doing, brother?
What up? Doing good.
Doing good. Welcome to day 27 of 31 Uplanders in 31 days. If you did not see today's guest, it was the Dice Daddy, which we had forever trying to figure out how to say his name.
It's not Daddy. It's the Dice Data.
Dada. I mess it up.
I know you're used to just saying Daddy in the bedroom, but take it down.
Oh, no.
Hey, it's Maui. Oh,
how convenient,
Yeah,
Maui. Yeah. Ignore right at the end of the month, knowing everything's recorded and you just slide right in to say,
he's like, oh, hey, guys.
Yeah. We see how that works.
Our feelings aren't hurt at all, Maui.
No, not at all. And the Upland community's not disappointed at all. Nope.
They're not mad. They're just disappointed.
Oh, yeah. So far this week has been pretty fun. We had Banana on and Trendy Pop. And we went from Austria to Australia this week with Trendy Pop and Zoe Wedge Cloud. And then the Dice Data. And tomorrow's is going to be fun. Tomorrow's going to be fun.
Every day has been fun.
It has.
Some of them have been painful, but fun.
Come on.
I'm not naming names. Coach Funk. No, I'm just like giving Coach Funk a hard time. That's like my new favorite bit of like how many times like most name dropped Uplander in the episodes has got to be Coach Funk just because we keep name dropping his name. Yeah.
I love Coach Funk, but bro, 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
I just love that. Honestly, it's can I name more than 30 Uplanders now? No, I absolutely could not. Could I pronounce their names correctly? 0% chance. I mean, I could rattle off a bunch of nonsense and hope some of them are Uplanders, but that'd be about it.
Nope. So
just finished TM. Honestly, don't stop there. We want you to end on a higher note than that.
Coach Funk's right after TM, so she's missing.
Oh, you're right on the precipice of the Coach Funk interview.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't stop now. Get it. A lot of good ones.
Oh yeah. A lot of good ones, and we finished out shot. I mean, it's not like we ever went weak. It was just a strong month of wonderful players. And for the people that we didn't get to, maybe next year. And if you haven't figured out this year, other than the 3 players of the year, everybody else, we stayed away from the players that stream frequently or have had shows where they're in the community a lot and are already known. We were trying to get some names out there that were just now, Left House does stream every day, but he doesn't stream about Upland every day. He streams about other things.
Yeah, he doesn't count. He's his own thing. That was a fun interview.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen him, go check him out. Binge him. You got a good weekend to binge, depending on where you're at. Just sit down, roll through all 31 of them. Well, you can't roll through all 31 of them yet, but soon you will be able to.
Just a couple days, it'll complete. And then we're going to have all kinds of fun recaps and by the numbers and Tell us who your favorites are. It's going to be good.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Without further ado, let's get to some racing and the one and only Mass Chef. How we doing, Mass?
What's going on, guys? How we doing today?
Good. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. So we had some really fun racing last week. Not a lot of movement on the boards, but it was really fun nonetheless. We had City Pigeon who sat in for Buellman last week because Buellman wasn't able to make the race. So City Pigeon has been Castle Elite sub driver for the season. So he got in there and got the win for us for Castle Elite. So,
Is that what happened there?
That's what happened there. So
I can't make it. I'm sick.
Yeah, right.
City Pigeon, come get this.
So he did move up 3 spots, so that was the biggest mover of the week. But the really interesting story is the top of the board because we've got Packasso and Sam Mahoney, only 3 points separating the two of them, and only 6 points separating the top 3 if you include JH2271 in there. And both Packasso and Sam Mahoney finished second and third, so there was no points gained on Sam Mahoney's part. So they're still 3 points behind. So for Sam Mahoney to get another championship, he would have to finish at least 4 spots higher than Packasso for the week. It's going to be some interesting racing for this week to finish out this series. So tomorrow is going to determine who the champion is for the Stock Car Competition Series. So we can't wait to see what happens there.
With the potential of a new
champion other than a Mahoney driver.
Let's go, Packasso. Pacasso's crushing it on all fronts.
Packasso is crushing it. He's had massive big finishes this season. He's had 1 win. He's had 2 second place, 2 third place, and then some random stuff in the middle there. But as far as consistency is concerned, he's right up there as one of the most consistent drivers for the season.
No, I could care less about his driving. I'm talking about these sweet map assets he's made. He's got these little alien guys that I'm like obsessed with.
I have the collection as well myself. I got another. I've got the Racer series that he just came out with.
Yeah,
on reserve for me. I just got to go pick them up. I haven't been over there to pick them up yet. I was waiting for Wars to get concluded. So, but yes, you're absolutely right. The aliens are awesome. So hats off to Packasso for the aliens for sure.
Yeah. But I guess his racing is cool too, especially for the ninjas. Love to see that.
Absolutely. I would absolutely love to see the ninjas take home a championship this time around. It would be very awesome. So let's see what happens tomorrow for sure. No movement at all on this race to 1 million board for the week. Everybody kind of stayed in their lane. Metaspook did not start because he had his times mixed up and wasn't able to make the race. So he was 40 minutes late to his race.
Oof.
Thinking that it was he was thinking he was 20 minutes early and he was 40 minutes late. So it was brutal. Poor Metaspook. But they still are maintaining that second place spot there. So not over with yet. We've got a whole nother season to go to finish this board out. So still lots of time on that one. And here's where we are this week. Northumberland, sponsored by our good friends at the UpX Podcast. 12 turns. This is a fast track. It's a good track to end the season on because it's not real difficult. 2.2 miles, 12 turns. Speed is key here. They go fast. The races only last about 2.5 minutes on this track. So it is very fast paced and lots of fun. So make sure you check us out tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time for that race.
So what are your thoughts there? Since it's more of a speed course, do you like having the speed course right at the end, or do you like it as a more technical, challenging course for the?
No, honestly, I like the speed course at the end. To me, that just kind of, because it really, especially when we have such a close leaderboard like this, because these speed courses have a tendency to really bring out the the hardcore driver. You know, the guys that want the speed, that want to, you know, that are happy doing that. You know, versus the technical aspect of it. It just makes it a lot of fun. There's a lot of lead changes going throughout the races. So, you know, generally the really technical courses, you'll have drivers that take the lead and keep the lead, and because they've practiced the track and they know it very well. We've run this track, you know, 5 seasons in a row now, at the very last race of the track. So everybody knows the track. They know where all the speed boosts are. And it just makes it for a fun last race in a season. So really looking forward to it tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And I like it because you start off and there's plenty of places to pass. There's plenty of places to you know, to get on the track. But then as you come around turn 7, you don't have the, you know, you got to be in position by turn 7 because you got the turns coming around to start. And you turn around turn 12 and you're done. So you don't have long straightaways to really gain, but you can work the corners. But I like that.
Yeah, I do too. You know, and I also like the turning from 12 right into the finish line. That is a skid point on the track. So if you're not careful, you can skid that turn really easily. So it makes for some fairly exciting finishes if there's drivers that are really close by the time they get to the end there. So it makes it a little bit fun. And, you know, you don't always want a speed boost into the finish line. I think it's, you know, those tracks are cool too, but 12 got skid marks. You're right. 12 does have skid marks. Geez. All right. So this is where we're at with the heats for tomorrow. We've got Packasso running in heat number 1 with Wander 1976, Matsuda, Almost Human, TB 125, and Metaspook. And Packasso is the starter for this race. So he will have a good head start on everybody for qualifying. So, and, you know, he really only has, you know, Wander to contend with here, along with Matsuda. Matsuda's not really in the championship talk at this point, but still a racer to contend with on the heat for sure. So I think Packasso should be able to make the finals on this race fairly easily, but we'll just have to see. And then, of course, heat number 2, JH2271, our third place person right now, in there with Sam Mahoney. And then we've got Ja Rashad, Scorpio King from Fast Track, Akapropi from Metaverse, who has been a fearsome racer in the last 3 races for sure. Didn't really do so good on the last race, but you know, had 2 wins right in a row, right up there in the points. He finished the first place in the kart challenge for Wars, so he's been on a roll on the track. So you can't really count him out either. But Sam Mahoney in this heat and Buellman as our starter. So JH, Sam Mahoney could be battling back and forth here. That's your second and third place drivers right now in the championship hunt. So it's going to be fun. Going to be fun. That's all we got for racing so far for this week. However, we did get an update today to the racing app and also to the Upland app. So there was 2 updates. You should have done both of those by now. Clear your cache in your racing app for the races tomorrow, because you want to make sure that you are not getting hung up when it comes to race time. But really cool updates happening, especially with kart racing. And if you want to put my screen back up there, I'll do a quick run through and just kind of show you what they did.
Yeah.
Take me just a second to set this up, but I already had it partially set up. Let's pick a random kart here.
That's a lot of carts.
Yeah, I got like, I don't know, shitloads of them.
Whoa. Language. This is a family show.
Yeah. I know. Sorry. My apologies to the families out there.
You know what? That would be the other interesting thing. I think 90% of the people we interviewed had kids, if not more. Like, I'm trying to think of anybody we interviewed that didn't have kids.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know.
There were a few.
So one of the updates that happened before this update was the hotkeys, which was done with the last update. So now the space key does your boost, and the B key or the down arrow is now your brake. But as you can see, we got boxes in the way, so that's fun.
Wait, they actually mess things up. How do the
Yeah,
boxes get there?
They put you into a spin if you hit them.
But like, how
Like
did
Mario
they
Kart.
It's like Mario Kart. Yeah, they just drop on the track.
Did somebody put them there? Like, is it from the property or is it just random?
No, it's just random drop from the track. But they also added those today, which are the little green arrows in the middle of the track there.
Yeah, the little boost.
That's a track boost that they just added that with the update today. So that was a really cool update.
And are they just random?
Yeah.
And are they random each race?
Every race is different. Every track is different on where they're located.
For carts.
And it's just for carts. It's not for cars.
Yeah.
But it definitely see that's what happens when you hit a box, you skid.
Well, shit, you came to a whole.
Yeah, it pretty much knocks you right down to a stop.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, it is pretty brutal. Now, the only thing that I don't like with this new update is they went back to that. If you see how when I'm changing lanes, the whole car turns like it turns like it's turning a corner.
Yeah.
The last update, it was just a body roll. So the body of the car actually just rolled slightly left or right when you were changing lanes. It didn't actually turn until you made a turn. So I hope they bring that back because the body roll was way cooler. Because this is not nearly as responsive as the body roll lane change was. See, I missed that box and I shouldn't have, but yeah, so that was it. That's the updates that they did, but it's way cooler, a lot more fun. The races are a lot faster. Definitely a little more challenging, but I can't wait to see if they do some competitions with this because I think they should. And get the kart racers back on the track because that was one big bone of contention for the last racing series was that the karts were gone. So
yeah, I mean, I appreciate the bone. I guess they threw in a way in the wars. That was interesting. I mean, to a degree, I guess that was kind of cool that if you had a cart, you could participate in potential. I mean, 2,000 points is not insignificant. Like that was a lot of potential points to win. So like I liked that almost. I don't think it made up for the horrendous nerf that they did.
Yeah, the cart nerf was pretty ruthless.
Yeah, that I still don't love that, and I'm still going to be very curious how they proceed moving forward. But I mean, we're going to be talking a lot more wars later today, and I'm sure.
And why? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Why we do have you here, Chef? They did drop this week the historic stock cars. What were your thoughts on that?
I freaking loved them. I thought they were super cool. Here, you can go ahead and pull that off. I'm not even.
Yeah.
I thought they were awesome. I wasn't able to get in on any of the bundles today to have a chance of winning one yet, but I think it's spectacular. If I understood it correctly, you're going to be able to put skins on them and whatnot. So the ability to sell 8 of them a year, I think, is cool. It makes them pretty exclusive.
Now, if you get one of these historic stock cars, do you keep it and not race it and wait and race your first one that you make out of it? Do you...
Honestly, I can't even answer that question yet because I won't know until I see the stats on them, because that would make a difference as to whether or not I raced it. If it has, decent stats comparable to the current stock cars, I might be inclined to race it. See how it does anyway. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I think it's good that they're starting to think about player vehicle manufacturing rather than just kart manufacturing. I think that's really cool.
And That's the question. So I didn't see anything about the skins. Was that released somewhere outside of the article in a Discord or some other message?
I saw a message somewhere, and I honestly can't remember where I saw it at.
Leaks. We got inside information. You heard it here exclusive first. Mass Chef knows it all.
No.
Be true.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they are removed of their decals, so they will be naked. And like my thoughts were, hey, this is excellent for skins. And I was thinking that would be another great manufacturing type thing in the game, is somebody can create skins for these historic race cars and other race cars in the future.
They have teased that in the past in conversations. So I mean, they have teased the skins thing.
Keith is saying it was in the latest article.
All right. See, I know I saw it somewhere.
You're safe. You didn't disclose any.
No.
Super secret information.
No. I would never.
The latest article was a Cyborgs reign supreme in Epic Vegas Showdown. If that's not an AI title, if I've ever read one in my life.
Right. The AI generated title. Love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's fantastic. I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on 1 or 12 of them. But yeah,
right.
That's going to be interesting too, because just you get to manufacture 8 of them a year, and they're historic. It doesn't say how many of these historic stock cars there are that will be released.
Right.
So that's all intriguing. A lot of unknowns there.
Yep.
But it's closer to car manufacturing.
And all I gotta say about the whole thing is wins boats. I need to know.
Get out of here with your boats.
I mean, we've been speculating about boats since Manhattan when there was the mad rush to buy up the piers because potentially boats were coming all the way back in Manhattan.
Right.
Yeah, that's like when everybody bought up farmland in Fresno because we were going to be able to mine Spark. Remember
Clovis. That? Yeah, in Clovis.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I am looking forward to the stock cars. I think that's going to be awesome, and I think that's an awesome move for vehicle manufacturing for UGC content. I think it's awesome.
Oh, but we've already said it. If they come out like in the next couple of days and say, unfortunately, G Week is canceled, you're going to melt the community down. Not a funny April Fools. We mentioned that last week.
Yeah. So they're April Fools if they do it, and they historically have absolutely loved their April Fools jokes and have done a pretty good job. Like I would say each year they get us. Last year was by far just absolutely amazing. The double bluff, the whole thing. Like, I think it's going to be very hard to top that. If they do it, expect it this weekend. However, again, we said it last week. I will reiterate it again. Absolutely do not joke around with G Week. I, for one, am already on edge and wondering why we haven't had an announcement yet. If for some reason they are, they want to do some sort of April Fool's joke with it. Bad marketing. Like, that's just bad marketing. You're delaying the time for people. Like, you have international people that are coming in. Plus, we have this discussion each year that April Fool's is a U.S. holiday, so it doesn't translate internationally. So, which is fine. I don't actually care about that. I love April Fool's. Like, I do enjoy it when it's fun, but G Week is not something to play with. I can tell you the community is already on edge. Like, where's our G Week? Like, you don't put on G Week, it would be bad. That's the politest way of saying that, Cheese. Yes. I think the community at large would view not having a Genesis Week as a big red flag. And, I don't want to pre-call it now, but like, that's my stance. It's not going to change. Like, there's nothing that they could say to me to calm me down if they go, we're not doing G Week this week. Like, absolutely not. Like, I will it'll be a show. It'll be a show that you'll want to watch because it'll be me tearing it all down. But again, not going there yet. Plans can be difficult to schedule. I'm hoping that they're planning something super interesting and big, and that's why it's taken a long time. I'm hoping that there's a good reason for the delay. That would be my hope. But yeah, again, there's plenty of people. International people need time to plan and travel. Heck, Rodrigo just went and got his passport for the first time in preparation for G Week. Like, people are doing life-changing events around this thing. And honestly, if they don't have it, I don't know how we do it, but I'm down to host an unofficial one. We all just show up to Vegas and party for a couple days. Like, I'll get, whatever.
We'll figure out how to rent a room. We'll find a cheaper hotel to rent a conference room, and we'll put panels together and
just do it after. Do it after the second week of June.
No, it's got to be G Week.
It's got to be G Week.
What's the date?
You got to tell work. So work needs to change. Your work needs to change.
Yeah,
they need to understand the importance of this.
They don't care.
Anyway,
we'll have Dirk call them and say that you are essential to G Week and that you need to be excused from work.
Yeah,
it's like a doctor's note, but German.
Right. I don't know. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
They got to move this. We got to figure out how to move this.
If Upland doesn't do it, the UpX podcast will. As reigning broadcasters of the year, we will hold our own Genesis Week in Vegas. Come one, come all. We'll party.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. And usually their April Fool's joke, they usually come out with it the 29th, 30th, or 31st. So we still got a couple of days. We might have to do a special edition to debate. Is this an April Fool's? Is it legit?
We'll see what it is. Yeah, we might do a breaking news April Fool's special edition. Probably not, though, because it'll be on the weekend.
Because last few years it's fallen, in line with the show, so we could debate it. Last year was really well because it was the news dropped and it was the next day. The year before that, it was the natural disasters that everybody lost their mind. The year before it was they were getting rid of Miles, and Dizzy about broke his phone and took the game forever.
That was my favorite reaction. Dizzy's reaction to them changing Miles, like, he was legit about to drop his $500,000 account. Like, he's like, I don't care. I don't care if it's not the llama. I don't want to play this game. Like, bro was out.
Yeah. he was like,
that was
just
my favorite.
Complete meltdown in group text.
That was my favorite for sure. And again, the natural disasters, like, that one was like kind of believable too. Like, you could see it. I still think that there's some play there of like using Sparklet to do repair. Like, there could be some cool stuff there, like seasonal things. So it's like, it's not ruined forever. You're not permanently destroying structures. Like, there could actually be some gameplay there. And then, who is like the neighborhoods that come together the most, like, so maybe I guess it'd be a little sensitive. You don't want to do that in LA, but whatever.
Not funny, Jimmy. Not funny.
Cleveland expansion. That would be a joke.
Oh God,
that would be a joke. And then you just get there and it just keeps spinning, and all the ones they like reserved, all the properties are just like locked, so you can't do anything. Now that would win as my favorite. That would be awesome. Just reliving Too Stupid's launch nightmare. Yes,
that was worst releases ever.
But that would definitely make my day.
Bermuda
was only announced a couple days.
2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
Yep, on the 30th.
Before. It was announced on the 30th for an April 1st opening.
And man, that caused
havoc. Yeah, that was brutal.
It was beautiful. It was pretty good. Well done. Yeah. And the Upland team handled it so well. Of like, just like, I don't know, they kept it together. Like they were given nothing.
No leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double down was pretty awesome. I gotta say that was my favorite so far.
Yeah. Oh, Sparklet Wars introduced the Warzone Fallout, so technically we did get natural. Yeah,
That's true.
There you go.
Technically.
Buildings weren't destroyed, and people were losing their mind on that. That how can you? I put all my spark into it. They were losing their mind on the natural disaster too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Sooner or later, they're going to run out of things. No, they won't. They'll figure it out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that is like it is fun to see. Again, I don't know how you beat, but I mean, we say that every year. Like, but honestly, like a double reverse city release that's Bermuda. Like, I don't know. Like, I just can't even begin to unless you like we're gonna release the moon and then actually release the moon or something. Like I don't know how you'd beat it. Like, there's nothing.
I don't know. Maybe they got a partnership with SpaceX.
Maybe they got a partnership with Futurama but like the Wish version. If we want to talk the Wish version of Futurama, and that's what the Temu version. They got the Temu version of Futurama partnership coming up in Blossom season.
Oh, I thought I went the wrong way with you. You called it the Wish. The pre-Temu app. I went somewhere completely different with the Wish version.
Oh, you
That's where I thought you went. I was like, oh my God.
Oh,
because if you look at it, I was just like, I can't believe he
Wow.
just went there with it. And then you came back with the Temu, and I'm like, oh, Wish, the Wish before the team. I was like, geez, TML.
I mean, maybe it was. Maybe that's no. Okay, we're not gonna go there. We're not going there. But yeah, Blossom season. Oh God, they're not passes. You can't just put up a little creepy looking doll with a bunch of text. That's not a pass.
Hey, I think so.
The hell is that? I mean, it does make me want to burn it more, but it's not a pass. We had thematic passes. They had like standardized, and now I got this weird, creepy doll in my inventory, and I don't like it. Like the hell. What's the point of having a whole theme if you're then just going to throw in some random crap?
Right.
All you got to do is put a border around it, for Christ's sake. Like, you just have it floating there like some sort of asshole. I don't like it. Maybe I hope that's the April Fool's joke. April Fool's.
You know what? That could be.
Aren't actually the passes. We're gonna trade them in for real passes and get rid of these ugly nonsense crap that we made.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So speaking
I
of
do
that,
like a double take because I was like, "There's no way." Like, I opened the box and I'm like,
now I have to go get it.
I got shipped the wrong thing. Somebody sent me the worst block explorer that's ever been made. Oh shit, that's my pass? Well, that's worse.
Yeah, I looked and I'm like, they announced Blossom season, which I think was smart enough. They did it on the 27th, which is far enough away from when they typically do the April Fool's joke. So at first I was starting to think, okay, where's the April Fool's joke in this?
Yeah. I didn't even put, again, like, I'm pretty like until it gets like on April 1st, like I really just don't even think about it. And
yeah,
so
the earliest they've done one is the 29th, but usually it's the 30th or 31st that they pull something.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that would be a good April Fool's joke, is if they released these and they were like, we're just kidding. Our marketing team isn't that terrible at visual design. We didn't actually release the worst passes that have ever been made that don't follow the same structure that we've always had. It was a joke. Please burn them, and in return, we'll give you an actual pass. Maybe that's it.
It's a burn.
To burn, yeah.
I don't like it. Yeah, the marketing team was AI. Yeah, it reeks of just unsatisfied. Like, and you go from like frost dragons. Like, the frost dragons were cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You had like a whole thing. Oh wait, show it. I see. Hold on. Add it to the stage. Oh, look at that. What was that? You mean knockoff Frylock? You got a knockoff Frylock.
I must have. I gotta go look at it.
Go look at your passes. Let's see here. Where's Temu Frylock? Oh, there he is. Look at that. That's not a pass. That's Dollar Tree Futurama. What are you doing? What is going on?
Dollar Tree Futurama.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like, hell.
Oh, God.
Dane Zoom Quack.
But notice the
Get
background.
out of here. This has to be.
Notice the background is kind of like looking like the moon.
This has to be into the April Fools. This has to be it. We're getting punked right now, right? This isn't the pass. There's no way these are the passes, right? That's it. I think we found the April Fool's joke. Guys, that's it. You need to collect all to get an actual pass. Yeah. Like, what?
$24 will get you the actual.
Like, yeah, again, like, what?
Facts.
This is terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Like, that's again, Dollar Tree Zorborg, or I can't ever say his name. Dollar Tree Bender, Make-A-Wish Alien. Like, what? The only way this is acceptable is if A, it's an April Fool's, and then B, they actually announce that they are partnering with Futurama, and then they actually rebrand all of this. Like, that would be the only way that this is acceptable. X-Ray looks like he came out of Bermuda. Yeah, oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's is there a hint at, like, because these are kind of like Bermuda weird buildings. Like, I like that. Maybe that's the thing. The psych, April Fools. April Fools, you thought we were going to release this garbage. No.
But that's the other thing. If you think about it, Futurama was set in New York City, a future New York City. So it's not even.
Yeah, which again, that would be hella dope. Can you imagine like a partnership with like a Futurama? They do building skins, they do block explorers. Like, I would be all over that. Like, that would be a major brand deal.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, if Futurama's seeing this and they're like, well, if this is the kind of quality they're pumping out, I don't know that we want to partner with them. Look at this crap.
And they came out with the Blossom season announcement first. So they ran down everything, talked about, they're introducing lore characters in the future of the metaverse. And then they went through all this stuff, introduced the expansionist, scientist, villain AI companion. And then they announced that it was Miami. I did find it was interesting that we did a Miami expansion between seasons. The next season was Miami. Okay, so that's going to be the next Sparklet Wars. But then they announced that there's going to be a new city release in this season. And they said that they dropped clues in here. So as you rattled your mind, but they said it was going to be big, because at first I thought, it's Austin, Texas, just because of, Zuckerberg's relocating there. Elon's relocating stuff there. They're fleeing the tech valley and moving to Austin. But then they called it big. So, but then an hour later, they come out with these passes. And I'm like, then that just threw everything out of the water. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you could do Houston, right? Like, okay, if we think space, Houston would be a potential big one. Cape Canaveral. But again, I don't think with Miami, like being so central, I don't think that they're going to do like a Cape Canaveral. I'm trying to think. Is there any international space? Jacksonville? That's not.
No, I was thinking Orlando, just because you have all the fantasy with Disney around it.
Orlando. I could see Orlando. Cuba.
Cuba.
That would be an interesting one for sure.
I could also see Austin, just because, you know, they're becoming a real huge tech city. There's a lot of cultural growth there.
Australia would be big, but it doesn't really seem to have any connection to anything we've seen. But Australia would be big for sure. I feel like they'll save Australia for if they do G Week. I feel like Australia is a prime candidate for a G Week announcement.
But then Houston's known as a space city, the space city. So I could see it being Houston too, which is pretty big. So I think they're keeping it in Texas.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas has done fairly well, I think. So I could see them doing another like Midwest release, bringing the focus back there, possibly.
But you could also make an argument for Seattle, because you have Amazon up there. There's a lot of biotech. Microsoft AI Labs is up there.
Seattle, yeah, that's true. Toronto, yeah, that's true. We haven't seen a Canadian release. That'd be big. Houston, we have Miles incoming. Yeah. So it just plus, like, I mean, I guess it's hard, like, you know, you've called it Blossom, so you don't want to keep repeating like the same type of themes, but like spring, like it doesn't feel very, I mean, it's just a generic space theme. Like the Frost Strike, it's like, I feel like up until this point, like we've done a pretty good job of having like the themes feel seasonal, right? Like it's felt seasonal. This like Blossom in space, like it would be different if it was just like, you know, alien plants, right? Yeah. Like blossoming and like crazy looking fauna. That would be, you know, kind of something like, I just don't get the Blossom feel from it. It feels mismatched somehow. So we'll see how they, lore and characters. I don't know. Like they haven't even really given like Miles a proper story. Like, Upland, like I love Upland, but you need to stick to a lane. Like storytelling isn't going to be it. Like, I don't know. I get that you want to maybe make some characters and get some connections, but if that's what you're launching as like your brand ambassadors for this, like you're missing the mark. Like for sure. You should have consulted the community. We could have told you. Cute animals would have been freaking awesome. Like a bunch of really cute, ridiculous animals, like would have been way better than whatever this space nonsense is.
Yeah. I can see the thing for Seattle now. The Space Needle's there, and then it says the dude says he's always caffeinated, so Starbucks originated in Seattle. So
I like it. Put on the head. Blossom wasn't Blossom like the Sakura blossoms in Japan last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty cool. But I mean, I like that theme in general. Yeah, it was like kawaii theme. I'm not saying that, like, I get it, it's not for everybody. Like that might not be the theme, but Blossom, it was, you know, spring related to me.
It did seem like it fit.
Yeah, the big eye, like cute little characters, like that was fun.
So to summarize this segment, TML hates the passes.
Because they're not passes. They're people with floating letters next to them. It's nonsense. It's a terrible design. Like you've had passes, you know how the passes, like people like the passes, they feel good. When I look in my collection, it's very symmetrical. I can imagine a world where eventually we have like binders with the passes and they're all collectible and they're all like around the same size and shape, but they're slightly different and have like, that's very appealing. As someone who's played Magic the Gathering, who's had the same card back on every set for the last 40 years, Like, we like consistency. Collectors like consistency. You can't just go out and then you're going to make the collector set that have a different background and everybody hates them. Like, nonsense. Like, you got to keep it like a formula for your collectibles.
Oh yeah, it was robots last year. It was the robotic steampunk style.
Oh, actually, I love that. When was the Sakura stuff? Is that Frost? Anyway, that one was cool. I guess you're right. That really didn't have a lot of. That one wasn't very.
And we ripped them for that too. Of how does that fit into Blossom?
You know, at least I like that one. That one, I like the theme. I like the aesthetics. I'm a big steampunk person, so I like the aesthetics of that one at least. And don't get me wrong, I like space. I'm a big fan of Futurama, but you know what I don't like? I don't like the Temu version. Like, anyway. So.
Seattle-rama.
Yeah, it feels like you're getting a cheap pair of Temu pants.
Right? Like, I feel like there's going to be a meme. It's like, you know, when your mom tells you there's McDonald's at home, and it's that. Like, we got McDonald's. We got Futurama at home, boy. You don't need that. And you get home, and it's that. You're like, oh man, that's really
That's hysterical.
All right. So that's the Blossom. So the passes are on sale now. Not April Fool's. So.
I mean, hopefully it is. Hopefully it's an April Fool's and they give us actual passes. But I did buy it and burn it already. I bought a couple. I always buy a couple, but I really don't like them.
Yeah. They did say that there's going to be a new feature event, something brand new, and trust us, you'll want in. I was wondering if they announced that in the next couple of days. Is that the April Fool's joke?
I can see that.
They do have the cart contest, new feature, new tracks, new races. That's legit. The season decor, the structure ornament, and collect all 4 season passes. Those are all the same.
Do you just get another pass for collecting all the 4 passes, or do you get
get an additional pass? Yeah,
but you don't get like a badge or anything.
Just like Frost season, you got the additional dragon pass,
which just goes to your collector score and seasonal score.
Yeah, my boy Unspoken's out there collecting them all right now. I can guarantee that.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely
monster in a good way. He's a collecting monster.
Yeah. Yeah. Not much more to say on the season. They did say that the earnings will be coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Blossom season, and you get 2x on your badge now.
Woo.
X2. On to Sparklet Wars Season 2. Cyborgs reign supreme in epic Vegas showdown. AI. So it was pretty close during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprising.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think, the Knights are showing progress. The Pirates are showing their belly. They didn't even sell out their own passes, which is I'm kind of glad I didn't go Pirates because I'd be broke because I would end up just sitting there buying. I bought Cyborgs on cooldown, and I did like that they changed the cooldown to 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to buy 10 packs in a half an hour, which was nice. The fact that Pirates didn't even sell out all their goods is kind of depressing, and having half the score of the Knights was, not great. So it'll be interesting to see how they balance that moving forward. But shout out to the Knights for really putting on, quite an impressive showing. I remember looking at the scores yesterday, and things were looking, pretty close, like closer than I wanted. I was like,
oh yeah,
like.
There were messages about everybody trying to get your kart races in and people trying to figure that out because they were worried about the 6,000 point swing that could possibly happen.
Yeah. That's a big thing. Like I liked that ability. Like it gave the teams other avenues to earn points, which I think was fantastic. I hope that they expand that. It encourages, variety of skill set. So it isn't just who has the most properties. This gave, drivers a chance to show off their skill and add benefit to their team. Did they do a treasure hunting thing this season? Did I imagine that?
No.
Like I could see a treasure hunting competition coming in. Like I could definitely see that happening where there's like exclusive treasures. I like that. The different points in the neighborhood. What'd you guys think of that?
I like the live events where they had all of a sudden double points in this neighborhood. I didn't like that they followed it right up with now we're gonna, there's a fallout from it, but
from the same neighborhood, right?
Yeah, like switch it up just a little bit. I know it focused a lot of movement to that neighborhood, and I get it. It was kind of a ploy to rearrange some stuff and change some strategy there too, but I don't know. That wasn't bad.
If you're going to do neighborhood stuff, though, I feel like it has to be one of those things that's like predefined on the blockchain. Like I think my word of caution to Upland is if you're going to do mid-event stuff like that, you need to pre-code it on the blockchain, because if not, then it can be seen as manipulation, right? Like if whoever gets the advantage from your decision in that moment, like that to me could be easily construed as collusion or trying to manipulate the results, giving an advantage to one team over another. Where if it's predefined on the blockchain, that's like, hey, we're going to have these mystery events involving mystery areas and mystery properties, types of properties, whatever it is. And we're pre-coding it onto the blockchain and coding it just like they do collections, and it'll reveal over time. That way there's no shenanigans. So that way, even if, because they don't know at that point who's on what team, where they're going to be playing, nothing like that. So that way it's completely like, hey, this was all predetermined, blah, blah, blah. Like, I really think that would be good.
Yeah. They did say season 3 that they're going to have deeper strategy and higher stakes in the gameplay. So I'm intrigued to what they're going to tweak there. And I know the competition is going to get even closer. And I don't think there was a lot of, I didn't sense it had a different vibe, I guess is where I was going. This season, this Sparklet Wars had a different vibe than the first one. It
did. I think it was more mellow, and I don't know. I probably not. Like, I'm sure that there was still like a lot of like, there was still excitement, and there was still like people working hard towards it. It didn't seem as brutal. Again, I'm not saying that people didn't work as hard. I'm not saying that as much effort or as more wasn't put in.
They treated people nicer.
It felt a little bit more like, okay, hey, it's just a game kind of thing. Like,
right.
The sportsmanship from the Knights, which would never wavered. Like they were absolute, top tier competitors and things in season 1, and that didn't change in season 2 an ounce. So it felt like very much like, hey, like it's a competition, but we're having fun with it. That makes me feel more optimistic of it moving forward. For sure. I can tell you now, if they do the switch a team and do a win, it's because you were in the server this time and you're able to see how cyborgs are for yourself instead of imagining things.
Oh boy.
Oh, geez.
He was doing
so well, Shaq.
Oh, we were, yeah. Oh,
man.
You just derailed.
Derailed big time.
Oh, goodness, Shaq.
It was going so well.
Yeah. I will let that one go. I will let that go. But I can tell you now that if they offer that switch a team win reward next season, I'm going Knights. I'm calling it. I'm going Knights. That's the play. I'm going to go Knights, and guess what? Knights are going to win next season. I'm doing my Babe Ruth call right now. I'm going Knights next season, and Knights are winning. Full stop. Sorry, Cyborgs. Your reign ends now. You had 2 good runs. I congratulate you. Fantastic job. But Knights are winning season 3. Facts. That's just a done deal. It's a done deal. You can record it in history. March 27th. Knights win season 3. There you go.
All right.
Hat trick on deck? No. Hat in hand on deck. Hat in hand. That's it. So there you go.
LA's going to be insane.
Oh,
When
LA.
they ever bring it to
LA will be ridiculous.
LA won't even be. LA will
That'll
be
be ridiculous.
Oh, it's going to be
That'll
brutal.
be ridiculous. There are so many large hoods in LA that, it'll be insane. Yeah, that'll be crazy.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And I thought they were going to, because this was only 1 week again. I thought they were going to do full 2 weeks, no? Or is it always going to be?
I think it's always going to be 1 week. I really do.
Just 1
because
week?
you have the end of the season, and then they want to make sure that there's enough time to prep for the next season. So it's a lead up to it, because you have about 15 days, and you have a couple of days to have your sales, and then have your sales for your assets, do the war, make sure everything's cool, and let everybody cool down for a couple of days to start the next season.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Well, I hope everybody's starting to build LA, because we need a good wars in LA too, or not LA, but in Miami.
Miami.
I hope everybody's
Miami's
building up Miami, because I think it's going to be a fun wars also.
Miami should be solid. There's a lot of good, and a lot of people really like Miami. So
and there's a ton. I mean, if you look down there, there's parts of Miami that are massively built out. So I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it should be a good time. Very good time, and hopefully, ThankMeLater's right that the passes were a joke.
A joke. Please be a joke.
please. People have already started in Miami. Absolutely. I can see it now. I know the fan base of the Knights, and I know how coordinated they are. And I think once they get the momentum, and I think that they're going to get it, that we're going to see it. Here's the other thing that I think plays into this a bit, is that players who have not historically been in it, or who have been, say, on the Pirates, or maybe even on the Knights, that are less active, who aren't as attached, if they pull a Cyborgs pass, they're going to go Cyborgs. So at a certain point, we saw this a little bit. As far as I know, all the people that wanted to be Cyborgs ended up getting on the Cyborgs. But there could be a scenario where a bunch of bandwagon hoppers join the Cyborgs and push out some of the core people that then have to go somewhere else. And just that bottom shift could drag the Cyborgs down. I mean, that is a real possibility. So, yeah. Oh, man. Dude, Abdullah, please go Pirates and just blow it out of the water. That would be amazing. I would not even be mad for a second.
Right? I wouldn't either.
That would be the greatest.
I would just like to see it.
I would just sit back and be like, whoa.
Yeah, right?
Just 5,000 pirate towers everywhere. You can't attack them all, bitches. Just what in the world? That would be bedlam.
Yeah, that would be insane.
That'd be the greatest. But,
I would love it.
Yeah. A man against a team. A man against the world.
Yeah. Awesome. Mass, you got anything before we wrap up this week?
No, I'm good. I'm just ready to race tomorrow. Check us out on YouTube, on X, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna get a champion tomorrow.
Can't wait to see that
awesome.
and hear that.
Hey, I got some stuff. We're not done.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to go to you to see what you want to talk about.
Where did I got these at?
Holy, that's a lot of entries.
That is a lot of entries. So
what is that?
So I have been slacking, and I got called out on Discord today, and I get called out a lot. So a couple things. So I wanted to give some updates on the Spark Exchange. Spark Exchange has been back up. Hopefully it's running smooth. Everyone's enjoying it. We're back up and running. We got some big things planned. I met with the dev team about the Block Explorer Battlers games. That's going well. I also had made some promises to do some winners on what are TML's thoughts on the BEs that released. Which ones? I don't know. Anyway, be more specific. Probably. And so we had 881 people who helped out during last Sparklet Wars, who staked Spark using the Spark Exchange for various projects. That we paid out over 6 million UPEX, 6,300,000 something UPEX to players who staked. And in addition, I don't know, we're going to give away some stuff. So if anybody has stuff they want to give away, let me know. I'm going to spin this.
Rodrigo has 3 things he'd like to give away. First off.
All right. I don't know, because these should all be player names, but obviously some of them probably, there's 800 of them. We don't have that many listeners. So they're not listening right now. So I might just send them some UPEX. But hey, if you win and you're in the audience, we'll let you pick your prize, because that would be a miracle. But if not, I'm probably just going to send you some UPEX blindly. We'll keep a list, and then we'll reach out to you. I guess we have to see if you have in-game chat or something. Anyway.
Yeah, Rodrigo said rejunk.
Right, put back my screen.
I'll put it back. I was just showing you. You're spinning. It's okay.
Jeez, old Pete's. Right. There.
There you go.
10 tennis man.
You really butchered tennis man?
10 tennis man. I don't know.
Are you writing these down?
Tennis man. You could be tennis man. He's the teeniest man. He's a tennis man.
Are you writing your winners down?
No. Should I? I should. Hold on.
Yes, you should.
Tennis man. Don't add him here. He's not even playing. Who knows? I already messed it up. Tennis man. All right. That's winner 1. Hooked on phonics. Remove you.
Hooked on phonics.
Now,
thanks, JT.
Now there's only 880. All right. Let's go. Good luck. I just want someone we know to win.
It's just a lot of names.
Man, that's a lot of names.
I sat here and typed it in for 3 hours. You don't even know.
No, you didn't. You got to download. You copy pasted and dropped it in.
You don't know.
Right?
But yes, that is.
You know that.
Same thing the rest of us do.
That is rhymes with penis. Sketch Chad. Stechad. Congratulations. Do. All right, so these first 3 are for you, Rock. I guess I'm going to give these to you. I will say that you're given Janker 20 credits. Give it to Janker 20 credits.
Also known as Juan K20CR.
Oh. Oh, that would make more sense. Wait, is his name Wanker?
No.
Wanker 20CR? What's CR? Croatia? Where is that?
Yeah.
He won 5 Spark at Genesis.
How many people from Croatia do you know named Juan?
Oh, Juan Carlos. Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. There we go. I love Homie won a plane at JG Week. Dude is lucky as hell. He won something random here. Alice G.
LS Triple G.
Alice G. All right. I don't know how many I'm just gonna spin until we give up on life. Or run out of sticky notes, I guess. We're just gonna keep spinning until someone here wins. Henrimana Shamana. Congratulations, Henrimana Shamana. Henrimana. That was pretty close.
But there's no shaman.
Hermanish. Oh. Harry Menace. Harry Menace? Is his name? His name is Harry Menace. Okay, Harry Menace. Congratulations.
I'm going with Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Manish.
Henry Man?
Henry Menace.
Henry Manish. Congratulations.
Harry Man Nest. You're horrible.
Harry Man Nest. Get that stuff shaved. It's called manscaping for a reason. Get it under control.
Harry Tennisman.
God freedom pops. Oh, government freedom pops? Government freedom pops? GB freedom pop? Freedom pop? There you go. If you know these people, tell them that they are lucky, that they are one in a series of people from the Brithy movie. I don't know what that means. Do. Next up, Captain Madman. Oh, hey, Caped Madman. Hey, that
We're
got this
so
one.
close.
Caped Madman.
Captain Madman.
Caped Madman. Even Caped Madman. That's a good one.
Here, we'll give you a little music to help out.
Oh yeah. Chat. And I'm gonna give him something good. Goosey Green! Goose Green in the house. Not to be confused with Tom Green, who is not likely in the house. That'd be weird.
Very weird.
Yeah, way weirder than this.
Way weirder than it. I mean, this is the kind of content he would consume, I reckon. He would enjoy this.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. She's 0-0.
Yeah, let's see this one.
0-0.
Oh, you get that one.
Oh,
You
zero
get that
error.
one.
Yeah.
Zero error.
You get that one. But
Zero
you can't get
error.
Caped Madman or Tennisman.
0. Oh man, I'm never gonna remember this because it's like 03RR0R. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna take a moment to just send him 10,000 UpX right now because I'm not gonna be able to read my handwriting later and realize that that's a Z3R03
RR.
Oh,
0R.
Director. He's a director. Congratulations. I'm going to send you 10,000 UpX and you're not going to know why. But that's because you are a Spark Exchange member that won on the wheel. There you go. All right. This is fun. This is a Porto sound. Yeah, I don't know where this soundtrack came from, but we like it. Hey! What? Woo, woo, woo! And there it is. Good. I was really like, how many of these videos am I going to have? I'm going to run out of things.
It's gonna have a desk full of sticky notes.
Oh my gosh. Upland Terra. There it is. Upland Terra closes it out. So congratulations again to Tennisman, Sketchy Chad, Janker 20, Alyssa GGGGGG, Hermana Nashi, Freedom Pop, Capit Man, and Goosey Green.
Capit Man.
Janker Juan K. Janker. Jeez, damn.
There we go.
Oh, all right. What else do you have before we get out of here for the week? Thank me later.
That's it. Thank you for your patience on that. We'll continue to do some giveaway. Again, some great stuff. We got some meetings coming up with the Upland team. Nothing I can disclose yet, but the legendary Stosh is always behind the scenes when he's not fixing all the code to get the Spark Exchange running. He is coming up with some unbelievable ideas. Like, I wish I could tease it now.
You can't.
It's
Don't
super cool. I can't. I really can't. I can't now because I have to get approval. We have to get approval from Upland to actually do this.
Yeah, don't mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up by talking here.
I know, but dang, when it happens, it'll be cool. Anyway, there you go. Gamified earnings will be April 1st. Yeah, that would be good. You can now earn 45% earnings if your name is Abdullah. That's it.
Anything else?
No, that's it. This was fun.
Oh my God.
All right, Master Chef. Thank you so much for hanging
Gentlemen,
the whole episode with us.
Oh yeah, this was super fun.
As always, lots of fun.
Yeah. And
all right,
don't forget to check out day 28 of 31 Uplanders in 31 days. And if you've missed any of the episodes, go back and watch them because they are well worth it. It's just been such a fun time. Glad the interviews are over, but it was a fun time actually sitting down, talking to everybody. Like, I've known that player for years, and I'm like, but I didn't know that about that player. And then just meeting some players for the first time, seeing their names, get to chat with them. It was a great experience. And, thank everybody that's been watching them, leaving comments, sharing. Really appreciate that. And, it seems like everybody's really enjoying the series. So thank you guys so much. It makes the whole series worth it.
Definitely.
Totally worth the watch if you get a chance. Get out there
and wait, is it April? This is the last I'm retiring the sweater.
Nuh-uh. This black t-shirt from here on out to the winter?
Yeah, until it gets cold. Because it is hot here. Like, I've been dying in this sweater. So this will be the last podcast. And the last episode will be the 30 days. The 31 will be the last episode that this will be my ensemble. It'll probably just be black tea after that for the summer. But
are you losing the beanie or...
you know what? I've been thinking about getting a custom beanie with my turtle on it. I thought that would be kind of cool. I might see if I can get that. I know the sweater's getting retired. So there you go. Stay tuned. We'll see. Do you remember, you guys ever watch Tosh.0?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll do like each month, I'll do a different look. That would be fun. And it'd be like the month of whatever. And then I'll like switch it up or like season. I'll go by season.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy. I know that look.
That's it. All right. Seasonal look. I got to get my Blossom season look.
So you need me to make you a Temu Futurama shirt?
I was just thinking that. Like, yeah, some janky Temu swag. Grandma will be happy to get the sweater back. Facts. Yeah. She's been missing it at the nursing home. Good looking out.
She's probably freezing to death.
Tie-dye. Ooh. Could be the season of tie-dye. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Shoot me a DM. Ping me on Discord if you have an idea. What would you like to see TML wear in the season of Blossom?
Don't ping him on Discord because he's not going to check it. Just leave your comments here on the video, and then I'll tell TML what everybody said.
Oh, there you go. That's even better. Leave your comments on the video, and Too Stupid will tell me. That's way more likely to get to me. That's true. All right.
That's kind of how it works. All right. Everybody, be safe. Have fun. We'll see you out there in the metaverse.
The Upland Podcast with the property experts. If it's happening in Upland, it's the place you want to check first. With your host, too stupid to win and thank me later. Bringing the strategy, news, and cool charts with all the data. This is Upland, where the Metaverse goes down. Genesis, San Fran, to Rio, and all around. Don't miss a week, you never know what they'll say next. It's the Upland Property Experts, baby, UP.